Yes, hi guys. Now this is my second quiz, okay? And in this quiz, I've taken again a question asked by a person who was not from the study background. I mean, not studying in my classes or I mean, as a student or as a classmate or anybody, okay? But this was asked by another another common man. I mean, his name I'm forgetting at the moment, but question was very good. So I noted down this question. Okay, so I found the answer of this. I gave him the answer and he was satisfied. But now let me ask this question as a quiz for the people all over the world. Now, please, this question is again can be found in number of rural areas. In India, in common places, it can be found. And but I have not found. But only this question was asked by that person, so I noted down this question. Now, this is for you. And if you are genius, then answer this question. Very interesting question this is. And if you are able to find out this, please send the answer, okay, immediately in the reply section to the YouTube, okay, channel of mine or this playlist of mine. So that I'm waiting for the answer of, okay, of this from the people whosoever is seeker. Can understand this, can reply this answer. Now come to the point. This question is regarding a person who had three wives. He had three marriages, okay, or he married three times. He was having three wives. He went to the houses of his in-laws one by one. He starts from his house and he goes to his in-laws' houses, okay, or first wife, then second wife, then third wife. In this way, one by one, he goes to the houses of his in-laws. First, when he goes to the house of the parents of his first wife, he gives rupees 1 to the gatekeeper who was, okay, standing there on the gate. He gives rupees 1 as a charity or as a donation, okay, or just a charity to the person, gatekeeper, and enters the house. Now, inside the house, his mother-in-law, this is a tradition in India, that whenever a son-in-law goes to the house of his in-laws, they give him some money, okay, in return. Whenever he returns, he is given some money by the parents. So his mother, but in this case, what happens? His mother-in-law doubles the amount of his money he had in his pocket. At the moment, whatever money he was having, it was doubled by his mother-in-law, by the first mother-in-law, okay. And now, when he returns, when he comes out of the house, he gives rupees 1 to the gatekeeper again. Now again he gives rupees 1 to the gatekeeper. Alright. Similarly, the same activity happens with him in other two houses of his second and third wife's parents. That is, he gives rupees 1 to the gatekeeper at the time of entry, at the time of his entry in the house, and then his second mother-in-law doubles his remaining money. Okay, again he gives rupees 1 to the gatekeeper at the time of coming out of the house, and the same happens at the third house of his third wife's parents. But what happens? But when he gives rupees 1 after coming out from his third house, from the house of his third in-laws, he is left with no money. That is the condition here. That when he left from the third house of his, third wife's parents' house, he gives rupees 1 to the gatekeeper, and after that he is left with no money. Okay, third third wife's parents. But when he gives rupees 1 after coming out of the house of his third in-laws, he is left with no money in his pocket. That is, he has zero money now. Then what amount of money he had in the beginning? This is the question here. If you are genius, please answer this question. Then what amount of money he had in the beginning when he started his journey from his own house before going to the houses of his in-laws? This is the question here. Okay, this is a logical question. Okay, one can find out easily, undoubtedly, if a person is having something in logic. Some logic he is having, then by calculation or something. Okay, so he can find out this. There is no doubt about this question can be solved. Now, in Hindi, for those people who want to answer in Hindi or can understand the question in Hindi, then this is Hindi translation. Whatever I've done Hindi translation, because at the moment you are studying this, I mean, all things in Hindi in our childhood, but at the moment we are not studying them. But so translation may be some mistake, but let me clarify it all. एक आदमी की 3 पत्नियां थीं, वह अपनी ससुराल के लिए अपने घर से निकलता है, अपनी ससुरालों के लिए और ससुराल के लिए अपने घर से निकलता है। सबसे पहले वह अपनी प्रथम पत्नी के माता पिता के घर पहुंचता है, परंतु घर में प्रवेश करने से पहले वह 1 रुपया द्वारपाल यानी गेट कीपर को देता है। तब घर में अपनी सास से मिलते समय उसकी सास उसके पास बचे हुए पैसे या धन रुपयों का दोगुना करके डबल करके उसे विदा करती है, परंतु वह पुनः द्वारपाल को 1 रुपया देता है। इस समय आफ्टर कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम द हाउस ही गिव्स ₹1। द्वारपाल को 1 रुपया देता है और वहां से अपनी दूसरी ससुराल को निकल जाता है। इसी तरह की घटना उसके साथ अपनी दूसरी तथा तीसरी, द्वितीय एवं तृतीय ससुराल में भी घटती है। अर्थात घर में प्रवेश के समय वह द्वारपाल को 1 रुपया देता है, फिर उसकी सासू मां उसके पास बचे धन का दोगुना करके उसे विदा करती है। वह पुनः 1 रुपया द्वारपाल को देकर वहां से निकलता है। अपनी तीसरी ससुराल में भी उसके साथ वही सब घटता है, परंतु इस बार जब वह द्वारपाल को घर से निकलते समय दान में 1 रुपया देता है, तो उसके पास देने के बाद कुछ भी पैसा नहीं बचता। नाउ ही हैज नो मनी, ओके, कुछ भी पैसा उसके पास नहीं बचता। तो बताइए उसके पास कितना धन था जब वो अपने घर से निकला था। तब जब वो अपने घर से निकला था स्टार्टिंग में, द बिगिनिंग, उसके पास कितना पैसा था? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन हियर। So please answer this question. And in the third quiz, I'll just ask you another quiz which has been asked by common people, not by the students of mine, by the intelligent people, okay, or by the colleagues of mine. Nobody has asked me this, but by the common people in India. This is just I'm telling you that these kind of questions are prevalent in the local areas, and they are having these logics. And they, whenever there is a challenge of any kind, then they put these kind of questions before the people. This is a challenge gave to me, but I solved this question immediately. Because of that, I noted down. I always note down. If I have the problem, I give them time that next time I will do this. In this way, I solved this problem in my childhood period. Okay, but now we are not dealing with these questions. But I have taken, because quiz is one of my playlists. Because of that, I have taken these kind of questions. So this is my second quiz. Please answer if you have the capacity to answer this, okay? If you are genius, then answer the following quiz, quiz number 2. This is the quiz number 2 here, okay? See you in the next, third quiz. Till then, have the best day, okay? Have the good day then. Okay, see you.